The third race, Trotting Classic at 1 mile and 3/8. And they're off and trotting. Moving first away, in between horses goes Georgia Limited, and Good Times is going on to contest the early front end honors. Glory's Comet will be spotted behind the speed in third. Following up a tight fourth is Divinator, and Super Toy is caught on the outside fifth. Red Crossing is sixth and last away. Dave Wall put the Good Times to the early lead. Along the inside second is Georgia Limited, already pulling from that position and driving up, wanting to take over. Good Times on the inside and Georgia Limited on the outside. Glory's Comet is having a peek at the outside third, then Divinator from fourth. Red Crossing and Super Toy had to back up to sixth and last. 29-1 was the opening quarter rating, and they ready to pass in front of the grandstand. Glory's Comet is now going to take away the lead from Georgia Limited. Steve Condren puts Glory's Comet to the front. That's Glory's Comet, the leader, by a comfortable looking length and a quarter. Georgia Limited now back in second. Good Times is there in third. Racing along in fourth is Divinator, ahead of Red Crossing, and Super Toy is last. They passed the half in 59-2. The second quarter was trotted in 30 1/5. And they move into the second of three turns. The leader by almost 2 lengths is Glory's Comet. Georgia Limited following in Good Times. The early leader sits right there in third. Following along fourth has been Divinator. Stablemate Red Crossing is fifth, and Super Toy a half a dozen back. They turn up the backstretch the final time. And Glory's Comet looking strong on the front end. Georgia Limited will endeavor to keep up from second. It's 2 more lengths in Good Times with the leaders from third. Divinator, Red Crossing, and Super Toy trailing. The three-quarter time was 1:30 2/5. Mile rating will be next. On the way to that mile rating, the leader is Glory's Comet. Following along in second after surrendering the lead just past the quarter was Georgia Limited. Good Times had the first lead in this one, and he's been sitting along in third, and Dave Wall tips him back out as they come up to a mile completion. Then Divinator, Red Crossing, and Super Toy. 2 minutes and 4/5 was the mile rating, and the sprint's on now. Good Times on the outside. Glory's Comet along the inside. So many memories of these two battling head-to-head over the years, dating back to their numerous appearances in the Ontario Sire Stakes, and that's how they turn it down the stretch. Glory's Comet on the inside. Good Times on the outside. Now moving out on them is Divinator, and along the inside is Georgia Limited. Glory's Comet put to a hard drive by Good Times. Good Times has colored Glory's Comet. It's Good Times and Dave Wall. One last rush from Divinator, but Good Times will win the Trotting Classic. Divinator second, Glory's Comet third. 2:42 4/5 for the 1 mile and 3/8. Good Times wins the Trotting Classic.